The envelope was thick, elegant, and heavier than it should have been, as if it already knew what it carried would undo me. Inside there were hotel invoices, blurry photographs, and a note with nothing but an address and a time scrawled on it. That night, room 805, the Hilton, her name was listed on the reservation. The other name was not mine. I stared at the evidence for what felt like an eternity. Then I slipped on the watch she had given me for our 10th anniversary, the one I still wore every day like a fool clinging to promises that had already crumbled. There were no tears, no screaming, just the tick of the second hand marking the quiet collapse of the life I thought I had. We had met in college. She had been all brightness and motion, a laugh that wrapped itself around everyone near her. She lit up rooms. I fell fast and hard, blind to everything but her. 12 years later, we had a house, a dog, bills we paid together, dinners on the floor, eating takeout out of cartons, or so I believed. Looking back, the signs were there, the little things. She stopped humming to herself when she got ready in the morning. Her eyes wandered mid-conversation. Her phone always face down. Her kisses felt mechanical. Excuses came rehearsed and thin. I ignored it all, choosing to trust her instead of listening to the voice inside me. Until room 805, I didn't need to go inside. I didn't need to see more. I had enough. So, I waited in the bar across the lobby watching the elevators. At 11:43 p.m., they walked out together. Her hair was pinned up, her wedding ring gone. They didn't touch, but they didn't need to. I followed them home. Later that night, she slid into bed beside me like nothing had happened. That's when grief turned into something sharper, not rage, focus. I went quiet. I gathered proof. I tracked the charges, the schedules, the clothes scented with a perfume that wasn't mine. She said it was new laundry detergent bought just for me. Lies. His name was Alex. Married, 2 kids, a CEO I once admired. I found her second phone hidden inside a hollowed-out lotion bottle. Sloppy work for someone living a double life. They met during the hours she claimed she was at yoga. I watched him once from behind dark glasses, sitting in a cafe. I saw her laugh at something he said, touch his arm the way she once touched mine. It stung, but I didn't let it show. 3 weeks later, I had everything I needed. That's when I met Rachel, his wife. She was sharp, calculated, and more intelligent than the two of them combined. At first I kept it light, just casual conversation over coffee. Then I asked her about her marriage. She sighed and said, tired, quiet. I asked if she wanted the truth. She didn't blink. She said, let's ruin them. We chose the night carefully. His company's winter gala. Black tie, crowded, the perfect setting. My wife wore red, the color she always chose when she wanted to be the center of attention. She didn't see me right away. Not until I crossed the ballroom with Rachel on my arm. Her smile froze in place. She reached out, but I stepped back. Rachel leaned close, her voice loud enough for the nearest tables to hear. Is this the woman sleeping with my husband? The room fell silent. Conversation stopped. Eyes turned. I didn't need to yell. I simply walked to the stage, took the microphone, and thanked everyone for attending. Then I said, it isn't easy bringing people together, especially when some of them have been betraying their families for the last 4 months. Gasps followed. I laid out the evidence, photos, texts, receipts, shared calendars. The trail was undeniable. My wife's face went pale. She begged quietly, please, let's talk. Rachel cut her off. Save it. Even your lies are unoriginal. Alex tried to defend himself, but I raised a hand. No, you've had your time. Now we're taking ours. There was no chaos, only precision. My divorce papers had already been filed. The next morning she was served. Half our assets locked down years earlier during a refinancing. She had signed over power of attorney without ever reading the fine print. Rachel moved even faster. Emptied their accounts, filed for custody, sent the proof to his board of directors. By Monday, Alex was out of a job. I left quietly, taking nothing but my books and the dog. The house remained hers, filled with shadows of memories I no longer wanted. Sometimes I think about that night. The sound in the room when the truth landed like glass shattering under too much weight. But what I carry with me isn't pain. It's control. Strength isn't in breaking things or screaming. It's in patience, in gathering the pieces and placing them carefully before letting gravity finish the work. She thought betrayal would destroy me. Instead, I walked away with the only things that mattered. My dignity, my clarity, and the quiet satisfaction of knowing that when the mask fell, I was already holding the strings. Betrayal leaves scars, but revenge is surgical.